Hello, welcome back. Last time I actually got a palace done. Let's get another. And maybe if I'm super quick I can do two. I doubt that though. So I'm going to go to the church in, I think I'm in Mito right now. That'll take me to the Great Palace location, which has the Maze Island Palace in it. I'm going to have to go for a slime hunt, and I don't know where all of those are. I know at least some are in palaces, but I think I'm missing at least one outside too, and well, I don't know. I'll deal with that when I get to it. Ha! Alright, so, Maze Island. I'm a little bit tempted to turn random rooms back on, but I just didn't like what they did, so I'm not going to. Right, now how's my key status? I have 6, which is all of them. Right, Island Palace, that's the one in the Three Eye Rock location. Midoro Palace still is waiting for something. Whoops. Still waiting for me to find more keys someplace. Do I remember the layout of this well enough? I'm pretty sure I go... No, I don't know. So I need you to vacate your hole. Thank you. You can bounce on those things, did you know that? I did not for a long time. If I stand here... Yeah, you'll eventually bounce out of there. You take your time about it, though. And hit me on the way out. Very rude. This is a fairy check? Or at least jump. Alright, fine, I'll do that, I guess. I think jump is sufficient. There's a doll! Yo! Alright, well, this is a fairy check now. Hit. Alright, I lift it with my wing. Am I gonna make that? Yes. Peck! Oh, I couldn't peck. Gotta fight this Doom Knocker with my beak. I peck your knee. Right. Not quite the second worst room in the game yet. Well, I did that all wrong. Well, I did that wrong too. Okay, alright, so I don't have infinite health here. I am allowed to be more careful than I'm being. It's a thing I could theoretically do, and I will advise myself to do it. There's a reason I'm choosing this palace instead of Three Eye Rock Palace, even though that one's also open to me. I mean, I could certainly get that one done, but it would be even more of a... yeah, so I just haven't found a whole lot of hearts in general. Right, left has... I think was a pea bag and now maybe something else. This is the spot that I got, I thought, locked into once, even though I didn't actually. I brought a key and used it on the way in and forgot about it. Here. Wait, this is... oh, this is not what I thought at all. Never mind. I thought this was a different spot. I'm thinking of Three Eye Rock Palace. Hey, check it out! Another heart container. That's good. Alright, sometimes I forget what's where. It's fine. Can I make it to the other side of this room without cycling around? Might be possible. Yes. It's a bag. I cannot downstab it with the ceiling this low. Alright, is this the worst room in the game? Ah! Well. Oh, that's where you take me if I don't have another respawn point. I was wondering what that was gonna do. Does this have... no, this is not yet. It's later in the palace. Yep. 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 What was the funny name for the helmeted Stalfos? Parutamu, was it? Why do they get a different name just when they put on a helmet? It's clearly the same creature underneath. I don't know how official that is, but for all I know, it sounds like it could be. Zelda enemy names are often gibberish-sounding words. Parutamu's totally plausible. Megmat is the name of that hoppy cat-looking flea thing that I always forget. It sounds just as gibberish as anything else. Oh. This way is what? A key? Yeah. A key and a P, I think. No, just a key. I'm thinking of another spot. Oh, hey, that's pendant. I didn't even look at what the item was. I was just like, yeah, there's an item there, in the spot I expect, but didn't think about what it was. Alright, so I am, my magic regenerates now, so can use freely, and it'll just come right back. Yeah, look at it go. Alright, well, yep, by coming here before 3-Eye Rock, I gave myself a much easier time there, clearly. I keep wanting to punch these, and here's a room where I get to do that, and of course it does nothing. But now I have done it. They just have the look of destructible blocks. You can stay right where you are. Oops, I went too early. Alright, left side leads to boss, right side leads to treasure. On some level I always remember that, but I also always second guess myself. What? Right, this was... was this before I had upstab? No. Was there a spot like this in another palace? Why did I have to learn to do that? Yeah, the Island Palace has a spot like that. 2! Hey, check it out, that lets me finish Midoro Palace. Alright, everything I need is in here. You suppose the flute's gonna be in here? Hey, the sword! Not something I needed, but it's certainly something I'll take. So, right, I have now... So that's Flurry of Slashes. I'm holding the button, not doing anything else. Okay, so I can also just do that manually if I want to by tapping. But if I hold, then I get a flurry move. Okay. Maybe a little underwhelming, but I appreciate that it's there. Let's try it on somebody. I'll leave that Doom Knocker alone. I'll find somebody else. Yeah, that's gonna be hard to use for anything. Alright, it works. Yeah, so I understand why that would just be a menu option, because it wouldn't really affect the game in any meaningful way, since, again, I can do it manually just the same. This is where the worst room in the game is. Yeah, this spot. So let me show you why it's the worst room in the game. I gotta just deliberately avoid killing those. Well, okay, even doing that, it's not that bad. Well, I can see them coming from a longer way away here in this version. When trying to go fast in this room, I have often gotten knocked into the lava by those, but now it just seems like the easiest thing in the world to dodge them. Why was that ever the worst room of the game for me? I don't know, but that's still just how I remember it. Did I cast? I did not. Bubbles and a Mew. Did I decide these bubbles were a second quest edition? I don't think that's true. They were a ZALiA edition, right? Certainly weren't in the original game. A heart! Is this the place where I get baited into jumping and... No, there's no Doom Knocker here. That's a different room. So no flute in here, right? Because I'm on the way to the boss already. I don't think there are any more items here. There could be. This is not the room that leads up to a secret slime. That's a different palace, I think, with a room that looks like this. Here's this one. Is it always dark? Still feels like there's something up with this. Seems too significant for how little trouble it actually gives me. But I don't know, it's just, this seems to be how it is. Oh, you attach to the other wall, that's fun. Could be a puzzle of, like, let them all attach to the opposite wall and leave them there. That's would be hard to do. But I don't know what the, like, what that puzzle could do. You are not going to fly off. Your eyes are a different color and oh, and also you have no place to attach to. Alright, here's boss. It's Dragon. Barba? Hi? I'll take my one hit and run away. I'll take my multiple hits and go into lava. Yeah, that would happen. Whoopsie! Alright, I'm still alive. Alright, fine, I guess I'll protect. Really? I'm going for a hit there? Really? Really? That's what I did. In that spot. Oh yeah, this attack? Ah. Okay, I am definitely threatened by this. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna wait for a better one now. You've worn me down enough that I'll start being cautious. Oh, I missed with my fist. Ha! There we go. Uppercut that dragon. Right in the chin. Okay. Palace done. Alright, let's go on to 3 Eye Rock Palace and see if I can get that one done too. I did not find a flute in here, so it has to be in there, I think? That might be true. Wah! Oh! Oh, that's funny. That it's put me here. Okay. I'll play along. Because otherwise I'd have to walk out the long way. I mean, this is a long way. So because this is the Great Palace, the back exit goes to this spot. I guess in the actual Great Palace at the Midora Swamp location, I'll just walk out to the overworld after this. Okay. Well, that's a funny spot. I guess I just walk off. Oops. Ah. Oh, well, you know, I should have done that first. Ah. Here. Oh, look at this jump. This is funny. If I land just before I can get enough height, but it's up to Ganondorf whether he's gonna actually use that to climb up. And then I'm just gonna get chopped, like happened before, and fall right back off. Okay, yeah, there's some not insignificant platforming here, and now you better have enough MP to cast jump, because otherwise you're not getting up here. Oh, that was fun! Multiplying a very small amount of speed. Oops, Blue Moa, also big jump. Nothing up here, right? Not that appears to be. I guess this is another walk-off situation. I did not mean to do that. I sort of planned to do something about my trajectory, but that did not happen in time. Alright, and now I'm here. Okay. So, I guess I'm going backward through this area to get to the, Maze Island. No. Yes. Yes, it's a little bit of a trek to get there. That's fine. It would have been easier if I had stayed on the other side of the Great Palace. That's okay. I can go the long way. Oh hey, look what I forgot to do. Didn't even think about it until now. If I go the north route around the, you know what? Let's go, actually, a different way. Gonna step into a cave I have not stepped into this entire playthrough. Just because it's there and I wouldn't want to leave it unexplored completely. Maybe something changed in the beta version and I would never see it if I didn't go here. I have the sword, so I can just hit you now and I don't need to, cast fire. What else does the sword do? I don't have the shield. Right, the sword does flurry of slashes, which... Okay, so I can move slightly during that? Yeah, alright, I can see how that could be sort of nice to have. If you just want to be real aggressive without tapping the button. But nice swordplay at least tries to be more precise than that. Doesn't always succeed, but it tries. Right, so Maze Island, just hop away from here, pretty close. The water I can walk into is a little farther left than this. Here, I think. Nope, not even bothering to heal in town. I'm just going right in. I don't think I died in there anywhere. Not quite. So I have all my lives plus the doll I just gathered. Should be fine. Nice. Actually gained height as I did that. Boots make this very quick. And sure, unlike that cave, I guess I'm not stepping into all the locations there. That's fine, I don't have to. And I have all of the keys for this dungeon, right? 6... Oops. And... there we go, 6, yes. 3 Rock Palace. Oops. So yeah, main thing I'm concerned about is my slime count. I'm down 4, and there are definitely some outside of palaces that I have just apparently forgotten. Clearly they're not shuffled, like they don't take the place of items or anything, so I'm just gonna have to go through all the locations again, figure out which ones I haven't interacted with, and redo those. There is one in here for carving a picture of it. Oh boy, I hope that goes a bit better this time. I'll try to be more careful about it. Doing this palace now is a bit of a stretch. Maybe... You know what would be a better idea? Okay, let's assume the island palace has the ceiling one that I'm remembering. There's the flute! Okay, you know what else would be a better idea? Let's switch from here to the island palace. Just this place is a bit larger than I think I'm ready for after having already done a palace today, but Island Palace is relatively small by comparison. It should fit in just fine right here. And with the flute, nothing should stop me from going there. So, what am I missing? Shields? 1 doll, I think. Some hearts, some magic, and 2 other items up at the top that I'm not currently thinking of. Ring, yes, which I know is in the Great Palace, and skeleton key, which does not show up in the list, so the last one is something else. There's an item I'm not thinking of that I don't currently have. But yeah, I'm probably not going to think of what it is. The shield... No, it's the ring that gives me perma-protect. Okay. Yeah, no, and there's one more item in the game and I am not remembering what it is that I don't have. I'm not missing any traversal capabilities, right? Well, I got a request to do something with the flute. What was it? So that's how I play it. Here's the River Devil. Let's go play it for that thing first. And it just disappears. Select, down... Whoa, okay. So... Roru Woods, so it's a warp whistle if I... No, it's just select. Roru Woods... Rudo Mountains, Saria River, Mito Harbor, Nabari, Hidden Town. Okay, you gotta select really quick. But okay, so that's a... There are two things to find here. Oh! Enigma! Right! One of those might be a slime, and one is an item. No, slime's not a... check. Right, I forgot about this. Alright, well, I'm going here, apparently. Alright, so there's a warp whistle. Just hidden away, not clued anywhere in the game. I have another rumor to follow up on at some point. I'm not going to do that right now, though. I was right next to it a second ago, though. I guess I could check it. Alright, let's make the rest of this just miscellaneous cleanup. So I need to get to the... Get behind town, which I think is way over here, right? Through this building, maybe? And I Enigma in this spot. There are two items in here? Or is there one somewhere else that I... Was there one to buy here that I haven't bought yet? Maybe that's what happened. Hey, it's the map. And there's gotta be a second one here. Yeah, okay, so no, they're both here. Got it. So I did buy what there was to buy. More magic! Is that the rest of the last of the magic? No, there's one more container. Alright, so I have... Which map was that? Right half. Okay, great. So the area I currently am in. Alright, secret slimes. North Rudo Mountains, I got that one. Parappa Palace, I got that one. North Castle, I got that one. That's 3. Opening room of the Hammer Cave on the pillars, got that one. That's 4. Statue carving, haven't done yet. High up in the Island Palace, haven't done yet. So I've enumerated 6 of them. There are... What am I doing? Right, okay, I'm gonna try following up on a rumor. There's the one you have to cast Thunder for, way up north in the island chain. Got that one, that's 7. There's the one in the secret woods near there, that's 8. Got that one. 7 out of 8? 7 out of 8? Wait, how am I not done in... Oh, because that's Midoro Palace, and I do have a key for that. Actually, you know what? Why don't I finish that, since it's right here? Okay. There is a reason not to do that, because I still don't have one of the keys here, and I'd rather do both at once. Although, the remaining item... Don't I know that's a pea bag? Maybe. Alright, well, in a lot of situations I would not be so quick to take a clue like this. But since we've already been through 2 loops of this, and I would never have found this on my own, let's see if I can get to a secret that I've been pointed at. I want the save, which I guess is on the other side here. Why do I find it necessary to save now? I don't know, I just do. Yep. All drenched in blood still. So rumor I've been told, let's see if this is actually anything, is that there's a fairy in this forest, which I have found. The tile south of that needs to be hammered, which is not so simple since... So here's the fairy. Not so simple since I can't actually face toward it. Oh, never mind. I just did it. So, there's a cabin here. I couldn't see the tree being hammered, but I heard it. A wizard. Hello. Oh, what? Oh. Okay. So now it's a cuckoo spell. It's cheaper than it used to be. Oh. Alright. So... I guess that's the joke of, whoa, this looks real funny in a lot of ways. I don't think I've had full health fairy before. Or maybe I needed the sword to do this. So it changed the name of the spell and made it cheaper. But yeah, there is no actual fairy spell, and that's the joke. Okay, got it. But it's renamed, and uh-oh. Okay, so now it's a toggle? 8 to switch back, 16 to switch in, I see. Maybe actually, maybe that's what let me throw sword beams with that. And I can down attack? I can up attack? What? Okay, so I'm a more capable chicken now. Oh, that's silly. Alright, this was worth finding. I'm gonna stick my beak in the ground. Alright. Sure. And right, yes, it sticks, but I have extra powerful beak now. I mean, that's just normal sword power, though. Okay. Alright. I found that... No, I didn't. I was told about that secret and I was able to make it happen. Okay. So, next time I can go to the Island Palace and finish up Three Eye Rock Palace, maybe, and hopefully that'll get me the key to finish Midoro Palace, and then I gotta figure out those slimes. I'm not sure where the rest of them that I'm missing are, but they're somewhere.